Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Ellie De La Cruz. Singing he's currently the team leader in runs scored. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Got him. Nice play. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. So digging in, Luke Raley. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there. 2 outs, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Cleveland. And now the veteran catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Rodriguez back to work. Late on that fastball.
It's 0-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Slowly on the ground to short. De La Cruz throws to first in time, and Castellanos is out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lindor, the next to hit. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. It's in and out of his glove. He'll score. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Runner. Lindor on the move. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and that will end the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Chapman working through some struggles lately. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Mickey Moniak now at the plate. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Moniak measures 6 feet 2 inches. 26 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2016. Swings through that one.
1-2.
Ground ball right side. Iglesias throws to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Batting ninth, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next one misses. And that is ball 1. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
That's towards center. Thomas settles under this one. He makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom of the inning. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one at
Ball,
95 missed up top, and it's 2-0. Well struck right field, and no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jose Iglesias. Oh, and a nice sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Man at first with 1 gone. And here is Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. Freeman, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Inside part of the play requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Comes up empty.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Moniak under it. And there's 2 away. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Burleson gets under it, and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. The other way. Jump throw. Nicely done for the out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the White Sox go quietly. Bottom 4. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a foul out of play. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll pull into second safely.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Cleveland, Lane Thomas.
1-0.
And a base hit into right center field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Up next for the Guardians.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way.
Andy Ibanez getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one missed.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Ozuna ranging after it and makes the grab. And that is that. But they push across 1 run on 2 hits. Here in Cleveland, now at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In 1 inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
And strike 2. 1 out, bases empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Luke Raley steps to the plate for the White Sox. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now it's Matt Chapman. Check swing, no appeal. That one's in there. And the count 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Raley, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. Strzelecki back to work. Swung on, belted. Burleson makes a move towards the gap. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Hit in the air, left field. Ozuna makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's already homered here in this one. Strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Next to hit, Kyle Higashioka. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man at first. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 2 in this one. And a base hit right there. And now 2 aboard.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Lindor up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that holds the runner at third. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Missed with a changeup. And the count is 1-1. Higashioka on third. Castellanos at second. Lindor at first. One gone. That one down the line. And foul ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One run across. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded, and still only one away.
Pitching for Chicago.
So in now for Cleveland, Andy Ibanez.
Drew Pomeranz.
On the ground, could be two. To second, there's one. A one-pitch double play out of the pen. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low-key.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. It is 11th strikeout, and this one really racking up the whips.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. Gets it there in time, though, and they do. And we're back. Now it's going to be Jose Altuve. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Miguel Castro getting loose out there. Henches, the power lefty, up as well. Out to short. Fires over to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Iglesias. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Pomeranz, a former All-Star, 36 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. In the air, right side. Burleson makes the catch. Out, number 2.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
1 and 2 to count.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in, safe at second with a leadoff double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Chisholm at second with nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
He swings and fouls one off.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Schwarber makes the catch. 2 away. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. On the ground, Ibanez whips it to first, and that is that.
Leading off.
Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Schwarber out of the play.
Up next for the Guardians, catcher Kyle Higashioka.
Kyle Higashioka digs in now. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hit hard, base hit. Stepping up for the Guardians, Nick Castellanos. 1 for 3. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. We all saw us hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
To the right side, Chisholm tosses to first. Lindor retired.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. On to first, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of... And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley.
Now
The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Chris Martin.
Number 55.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
0-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
That's the strikeout for Chappie.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Bailey now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
Ooh, Baya.
No ball.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Castellanos moves on it. Makes the catch. And that is that.
Pitching for Chicago.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
51.
into the bottom of the 8th. Miguel Castro. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Back to the top of the order. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Jose Altuve. Tap foul at the plate. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Jesus Tinoco appears to be getting loose. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 12-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Iglesias now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is fouled back.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Line drive, speared at first. Raley takes it to the bag. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Yeah, that's outside. Ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Still only one out here in the inning. On the ground to the left. A sliding stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Up the middle. Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. New inning getting started. Luis Ariz stands in. On the ground to third. Over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. The next to hit. And that misses off the outside edge. Martin, a 6'8" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then
got him, and that's the ball game. 12-0. eyes on the league's best hitter coming into this one, Singy. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Luis Arraez stands in. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. And that is out of play. And a pitch. Gets him to chase after that one. Foul ball, still 0-2. He goes down looking.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Strike 2.
No ball. He's straight.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just
got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless. Bottom of the first, and here is Jose Altuve. He was late there. Strike 1. Altuve went deep in his most recent game. And that one fouled off. That's to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. So up next, Jose Iglesias. There's a swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Over to Jazz, there's one. On the first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Schwarber now at the plate. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first, and that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland, second inning set to go. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Elly De La Cruz. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Alec Burleson steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's a strike. 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rings it in, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Luke Raley steps to the plate for the White Sox. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That
One
misses
ball,
the
2
zone,
strike.
and the count 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing for the bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the power hit. Hitting catcher Kyle Higashioka. Schmidt back to work. Slice the other way and foul. Fouled off. He was late. De La Cruz. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No ball. One
No
strike.
score here in the second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. The relay throw. Safe. And it's 1-0.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
And there's a foul ball. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. Swinging a foul straight back. Tapped softly on the ground. De La Cruz slings to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Lane Thomas, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Castellanos stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And now the count is even.
1-1.
Got him to chase one above the zone there.
1-2.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Out to short, De La Cruz. Now the throw to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground. Brought that run in.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Just missed. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Got it. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. And that's in the dirt.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Yeah.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. There's a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Darvish delivers. On the ground to short. Throw on to Freeman. Darvish gets him 1-2-3. Set for the bottom of the third. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Jose Altuve.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Altuve measures 5 feet 6 inches. 34-year-old vet. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Hit on the ground to short. Throws across the diamond, and they get Altuve for the out. So digging in, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Here is Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And next is the Guardians catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Fouled off down the right side. Iglesias at third. Schwarber at first. 2 out of the inning. Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up at RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And the batter now, Nick Castellanos. Just off the inside edge. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that one hops the wall. 1 run is in safely with a double, his second of the day. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Grounded out his first time. Ball 1 there.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Ozuna. That is the inning. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Just missed.
You know, these White Sox just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. And next to hit for the Sox, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas under it. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Marcell Ozuna.
Right through there for a strike.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2.
To the right side. He steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Lane Thomas. In the air, fairly deep to right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Andy Ibanez digs in for the Guardians. That's out to center field. Friedel sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now.
Now batting, the
back to the top of the lineup. Here's the former MVP. Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Back-to-back singles.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Iglesias at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Two outs. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see.
So 2 down. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Jesus Tinoco.
That one the other way. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's now a 6-run lead. 2 outs, runner at first. Kyle Schwarber digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. Inside, just missed. This one in the air. Chisholm makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Darvish back to work. Hit on the ground to short. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Raley.
Luke Raley will hit next. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. And it's fouled away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
That's the strikeout for Chappie. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Higashioka. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Jazz tosses the first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Castellanos in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Grounds 1 to short. Tosses to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone.
Such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
And that's a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Stepping in, Andy Ibanez. Chapman in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Another look at the long. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And first offering is fouled off. Darvish winds and deals. That one fouled off. Ripped on the ground to second. Iglesias fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. So up next for Chicago, Patrick Bailey. To third, Ibanez. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. So the batting order turns over, and now the DH, Luis Arias. And that drops in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3. Back in the ballpark, and in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. That one drilled left field, and it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Relay to second, and that's a leadoff double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
On the ground, right side, Chisholm sends it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, first baseman, ready,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Laser could be trouble. In comes the run from third to add on.
Well done. Drives in the run. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So man aboard, Kyle Schwarber digs in for the Guardians. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. That's hard hit in the line. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Higashioka. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Hit in the air, center field. Friedel drifts towards it. Squeezes it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in DC with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
That's inside.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you have enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, there'd have been.
Castellanos makes the grab, and that is. And we're back, bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. This one chopped up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
In the air, left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Lane Thomas now. And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and that is that. So no runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Alec Burleson. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Darvish
1-0.
into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Swings and misses. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Darvish kicks, delivers. In the air, left field, down the line. Nabs it, 2 down.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Chapman up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. And down on strikes he goes, and good work there as he gets back here in Cleveland, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Andy Ibanez. Yeah, that's fouled off. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air out to center. Nice grab on the run. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
Ball 1. 1-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now Jose Iglesias snags it for the second out. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Going, gone. A 2-run shot. It's 10-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this.
Pitching for Chicago.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be Kyle Schwarber. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. So they turn to their closer, Cade Smith.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Smith. And there's 1 away. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Patrick Bailey. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
So they're down to their final out. Luis Arias digs in now. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. This could end it. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fastball, and it gets out of the way. And there's a fly ball, deep right field. That one's carrying. Gone! So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives Hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 and 2.
That's to third. Ibanez. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians take this one in a blowout.
Well, just another big win today, and everyone is jumping on board behind this ball club. They're playing so well. They're packing the stands, and it's just an exciting brand of baseball. We'll see how.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And to the plate for Kansas City, Jeremy Pena. Swings through that one.
0-1 for count.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So here's Kyle Tucker now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just
got him. Strikes out the side to begin. We go to the bottom of the first. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Hitter, Jose Altuve.
Out to short, Pena. Fires across the diamond. And a quick out, number 1. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. Line drive, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's Freddie Freeman. He always seems to have a smile on his face when we get a chance to talk with him, Chris. Just missed. Freeman launched a homer in his most recent game. And a pitch. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Jones sizes this one up. He's got it. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top of the second, and now Wilson Contreras. Pulls that one foul. And that one hammered back there. Gone.
impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
Masataka Yoshida now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy had testing. Throw on to Freeman. Now 2 away. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Strike one.
0-1.
Foul ball. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Goes down looking. One scores in the inning coming on this. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the second. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians. Kyle Schwarber just off the inside edge.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Jones settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Here comes Lane Thomas. Lined into left center, base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Man at first, one away. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Comes through with the RBI. That pitch came off the bat really well in the center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days.
Now this one gets through. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 2-1. Andy Ibanez digs in for the Guardians. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Darno over at first with one away. And that one upstairs, ball one. There's a swing and a drive. And this one looks like trouble. Darno around second, on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases. His second of the year, and they add a pair. It's 5-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
To first, and they get Altuve for the out. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now.
Second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Swing and a ball line to center. And a base hit right there. And here's Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score. Manager out of the dugout.
Now
So
pitching for
runner at
Kansas
second,
City.
2 down. And Kyle
Number
Schwarber will come
53.
up 0 for 1 with a fly out to
Clevenger.
center. And first offering is fouled off. The big 6 spot already on the board this inning here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the 0-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the end. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. India, 28 years old. And he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Nolan Jones now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Runner on the go. Out to short. Lindor on the run. Sends it over to first. And he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Inside, just missed. India, the lead runner at second. Pena over at first with one away. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Probably showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Strikeout number 8. Royals strand a pair. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Thomas.
Outside low, and that is ball 1.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Base hit, left center field. And a good start to the inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Doubled his first time. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So here's Darnell with one out. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. In the air, right field. Tucker should have it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. So up next, Andy Ibanez. Doubled his first time up. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat.
Now this is through for a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 7-1. Man at first. Now here is Francisco Lindor. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball. Not in time. He's safe. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Altuve. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. His 7th home run of the season. It's 10-1. Base is empty with 2 away. Jose Iglesias getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tucker makes the catch, inning over. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
And that one is in for a strike. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time, and that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Young stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. On the ground at first. Contreras steps on the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Guardians,
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Kyle Schwarber.
Ripped on a line. Tucker makes the grab. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers late on that fastball.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Good eye in that spot.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Now here's Nolan Jones. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
That one catches the zone, and that is strike 2.
2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The Royals get a run in the inning on this. And now an 8-run lead at 10-2. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Ripped to short. Zips it across, and Castellanos is out.
Now batting,
Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Andy Ibanez, the next to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. The player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest.
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. Coming home. He'll score easily. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Altuve, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. On a line out towards center. And a superb diving catch. Here in Cleveland, Whit Merrifield up to the plate. And a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, They'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's Kyle Tucker. In the air, right field. Castellanos moves on it. Makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Contreras, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swing and a base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here's Josh Young. Swing and a miss.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
That one just misses.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Freddie Freeman. And that misses. Ball 1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Anthony Banda, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Hernandez also throwing. And that one is lifted in the air. Yoshida makes the grab. 1 down. And the batter now, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 3 in this one. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Tucker going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Lane Thomas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fly ball to right. Tucker brings it in for the 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting,
Jonathan
second
India at the
baseman,
plate.
Jonathan India.
Foul ball there. Hit in the air, right field. Corrals it, and there's 1 down. Now a long throw to first.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Right side, and that's just foul. The 0-2. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're beating him. Make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
2 outs. Making 18 strikeouts on the day. Royals lead 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Hers back to work. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the 3rd baseman, Andy Ibanez. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. This to third. Merrifield tosses across to first. Guardians go down. We go to the 8th. So up now for Kansas City, Whit Merrifield. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Brazier, getting ready to make his season debut.
56.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Brazier.
Flares it into the outfield. Makes the catch for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Slapped foul. Hard hit, right side. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Contreras now at the plate as he swings through strike one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Francisco Lindor. And there's a ball.
1-0.
Smoked on the ground to second. India over to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now here is Jose Iglesias. India over to first in time. And there are 2 outs. Here's Freddie Freeman now. First pitch just misses. Whips it to first. Inning over. So no run. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And first offering is fouled off. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. On to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So here's the Royals DH, Josh Young. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 is the count.
Struck him out swinging. Royals down to their final out. At the plate, Ryan Jeffers. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians slug their way to a win in this one.
Every night they come to play, and they've racked up a really impressive win streak to this point. To win this many games in a row, you have to be at least a little lucky, but more than...
City going up, so you better buzz. Finna see you really wanna